All right, welcome to the 237th episode of the World Blockchain Roundtable. My prep notes are wrong. I'm going to correct them. And It is, let's see here. Our hosts for today, and I'm going to go down the list here, is, let's see, Zach and Andrew from the Legacy Right. Welcome. William.
10% off. Get your 10% off with that code down there.
10% off with the code. Okay. On the Legacy
Don't
Right.
snort, dummy.
Don't snort.
I am the Emperor of Den Social and all things social media. Lisa Mighty Davis and Greg at Rivet has returned after his trip. I'm not going to dox him to tell anybody where he moved, but we have to be very careful with the balance.
Welcome to Rhode Island, Greg.
Wow.
Viva Las
Rhode
Vegas.
I've moved
I do like Rhode Island.
new end space coordinates. It was a heavy haul.
So let's see here. So we're glad to have everybody back. Sean's not here today. Hopefully we'll see him next week. And let's see here. A quick update on the Thanksgiving Bring the Food, nobody did, that represents your favorite crypto, and tell us what you are grateful for. Is that correct? Nobody brought food? Is that right? I don't remember.
I brought coffee.
Yeah.
That was my food.
Okay. But we got to hear what crypto or blockchain everyone was thankful for, and vice versa. Every host from last week gets 200 lot. Every topic contributor 50 lot. Last week's theme was nominated by the great I Am 4IAM and Zach, who will split 50 lot. Is that right? Both did. I didn't realize that. That's kind of a.
Hey, want to do a coin flip or something, or a Drakari?
We can do it. Let's do a flip.
Let's do a coin
flip.
I think we should do a Dracaria randomization. I would trust that more than
coin flip,
fiat coin,
especially on a video. You never know.
That's true.
I think Zach Zach will occasionally turn his camera off, but I think it might just be that he's letting the machine cool down with the AI generation.
Yeah, probably what it is.
Stuff. So you never know.
You just Zach, you just doxed your fingerprint. Thank you.
Oh no! Somebody's going to be able to pull that and place you at some crime scene in the future.
The Indiana Gaming Commission already has it, so it's all good. I'm also in the system from.
Man, okay. Perpetual passive income, free edits, governance votes come with those tokens. The theme of this week is, let's see here. I'm going to share this tab and find it on my screen, is using blockchain to determine if AI outputs are fact or fiction. This was nominated by the Emperor, I think. Correct? Yes, William.
I'm telling you, I'm racking up these points.
Let's look real quick.
These lot tokens are mine.
Let's look real quick. I'm going to look here. Yes, okay, we're here. Layer info. Let's see position. Whoa, he's second place. So you have to be very careful. Occasionally, I will say, "Hey, who can host the show because I have some meeting or something," and William always hands up, which is always very I'm thankful for, but at the same time, I'm kind of worried. we have to
gunning for you, Joe. Gunning for you.
And Greg, I think, just fell off because he lost some time, which might have been it. You might have made Texas so attractive to him that he.
That's right. It's all been part of my 5D chess. I'm using AI to help with my game strategy here.
Yeah. It's okay.
I'm employing central banking as well.
And you know what? Though,
it takes a moving truck that's not Starlink equipped to pull me away from the show. So I'll win again by the slow grind of time.
And he might be able to drive up.
What
it's
is time?
Too far away. It's probably it's Texas, so it's probably like 6 hours to get between the two of you. But he could probably drive up and jam your internet or something.
Oh yeah.
Or send somebody to do it. But yeah, we'll know. All right. So let's see here. Community question. Do we have anything to go over first? Any updates?
The program. Hey, we're in December mode already for World Blockchain Roundtable. That's
Oh, you know what we should look at? Let me look real quick. Let me look at the calendar. Speaking of December mode. So let's see here. Next week's the 16th.
we're all serious. None of us voted any kind of holiday theme for this month.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
The 23rd is the Thursday before Christmas. So we should be here on the regular Thursday, right? This
Yeah.
is not
Mhm.
something we'll have to move to a Wednesday. That's day before Christmas Eve, and nobody's buying anything for Christmas this year anyway because the economy's
Tanking.
totally in a shitter. So yeah. So
Yeah.
sorry everybody, but anyway, can't share that tab. So we. So
You've been doxxed. You've been doxxed. Johnny Be Good says Greg's in Europe.
Oh, nice.
oh,
Yep.
welcome to
The
Europe.
Texas
Yeah.
of Europe.
Good
Spain.
stuff. Very good stuff.
No.
Yeah, you have to be careful. You have to be more careful. I don't know, Greg
Well,
Abbott
moving truck.
or Macron. I don't know. I'm joking. I don't know. Which
I'm
one's
more
worse.
concerned with the Spanish with whoever the Spanish prime minister or president or whatever they call it down there. Just
Oh,
because
yeah.
Spain is where you go for disappearances.
Yep.
I received an order to send a red heifer to Antarctica. I don't know what that's all about, but we'll let you know.
This is the other. That's the third temple, isn't it? I don't know. That's the man. I have stories about people that went there. I'm like, none of it makes sense to me. It's crazy.
It's the 15th temple.
15th. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
There,
Very good.
there are 13.8 temples, precisely.
30.
Let's see here. So we have questions. I have one thing to announce in case I don't have time at the end, or forget to, that Meme Asylum is about to exit the voting cycle. So you still have a few hours to vote in the group session to pick the winner. And more than that, because the winner is quite ahead of the other memes, or the leader is, so it might just win, but it'll get you a multiplier. So if you want to come in and mint it, you should come in and at least vote so you can position in a multiplier and get some amount of a multiplier, right? So that
Today's the supermoon, right?
that is there, and yeah, and it's the minting cycle happens for the lunacy on the full moon. Which
Right.
is it the supermoon? I didn't even know that.
Tonight, yeah.
It looked really full last night, so that is
Well,
cool.
December 4th is what they said. So I guess they could have meant this morning, but
But it's probably tonight. I don't know. Either way, whatever. That's going to be in and it's 4 o'clock central. Whatever that is for all the rest.
Sean said he would do a live stream of the first minting today.
Yes, yeah, we're going to do that.
Oh,
It's going to
nice.
be on
Nice.
at 5 Eastern, 2200 UTC, 2300 CET. I think that's right. Something like that. Anyway, it's this afternoon, late afternoon. So be ready for that. We also can probably buy something off the liquidity pool that we set up just to test it all out, see how everything works, show everybody. Right? Should be fun. Super fun. Okay. So are you guys ready to go into this thing here?
Sure.
Or does anybody else have anything else? Okay. Let's see.
Hey, Greg,
Well,
is it-
what's this?
Refresh.
You guys in red heifers, and what
Yep.
what is this? Wait, where'd it go? Where'd it go?
What? The balloons?
Hello, normal people, and I am Ram.
Well, you are the emperor, so we're just the commoners.
yeah,
No.
that's right.
We're
You can tell,
peasants.
please.
Might be it.
Gotcha.
Plebes.
We're peasants.
Mhm.
We could be patricians and not be an emperor.
True. Well,
So,
you hold
you know.
lot to World Blockchain Roundtable, so I
Yeah.
think that elevates your status.
Yeah, I think we should have a title for
Mm.
people who have a lot, and we can refer to everybody else as plebes, right? That would be
Yeah.
good.
Hmm.
I think all of you guys are.
I'm not
interested.
liking the Roman analogy. Can we make it medieval feudalism?
I was going to say,
No,
I
like
mean,
Romans.
it is
Romans.
medieval.
Romans
No.
for the win.
Knights of the Round Table kind of thing.
Nah,
the
I
round
would,
table.
I would prefer to be a knight.
I think it's a league of
Freaking
city
English. The English have totally lost. it. I
League
don't know.
of Ordinary Friends.
Make
Nope.
sure you
I'm against
refresh,
League of
Joe.
Ordinary
Yeah, I'm about to
Friends.
refresh. All right, here we go.
Uh-oh,
Refresh.
Andrew must have put in a question to try to get some points.
Yep.
Not today.
All right, I'll refresh
I-
again. I'll refresh one more time, just in case. You had another chance, Andrew. All right,
I know.
let's see here.
If you were really fast.
If we get any anonymous ones, we know it's Andrew. You know, he's probably. And if you tell me, I can refresh again if you want to put one in. All right, let's see
Put
here.
one in. Put one in as bald man.
William.
Oh There's
William
only 2
asks,
questions this week.
I don't believe you. I won't believe you until I get to the bottom. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
All right, question. Would a prediction market where people bet money on real versus AI work? What if DIN developed this within its content posting capabilities? It certainly employs the wisdom of the crowd for deterministic functions. Imagine someone posting an image or a video and asking the users on DIN to vote up. Yes, it's real. No, it's not. And of course, the energy is going to be their bet on it. So can I answer real quick? Because
Sure.
before I forget whatever I was going to say, that it would. I mean, we know it would work. There is some question depending upon the type of people playing the game. That back in the day when prediction markets, when people were really analyzing them, I read up on a lot because we did some even stuff at Disney with them. That the fake versus real money was a big deal. That if you had fake money, it didn't really get you the same results as if it was real money. If it was real money, you would get people coming in with real info in order to profit. And the U.S. government killed, even they killed the biggest, I think, is in trade in Ireland. They killed it because they were afraid of it, I think, generally.
Well, because prediction markets are basically stochastic noise generators, right?
Yeah.
Like they coalesce answers.
Yep. Now, part of that, though, the DIN part of that is that DIN isn't fake money. The DIN side of it is still scarce. It's real scarcity. It's not money, but it is scarcity. So I do think that there is something to say there. So that little wrinkle would be thrown into it. And, ideally we could do something where you could use real money too. But anyway, very super interesting question. I think it'll definitely work. It's just how would we roll it out and do it and get people in there? So who wants to go next? Let's see here.
I would
Lisa?
like to save my answer for last.
William. Oh, okay. All right. So Lisa next. Let's see here. I can barely see the screen on this.
I don't know. Just my concern is that if people are voting whether it's real or not, it doesn't make it real or not. Like the proof would be, it's just people's opinions. It's not bringing
there's a chance you
proof, right?
Yeah. Well, do you trust it over OpenAI or the government though? And nothing's perfect.
But the question is, can we actually do the distinction at all? Right? Is it possible to, with the nature of LLMs, to do it? That's what I would say. It's like an LLM is like
too.
An LLM doesn't even mean, right? Like they don't have the thing that they do is they distinguish polysemy accurately, but they don't actually do embedded double meanings very well. So if you wanted to detect them, you would have to look at what a natural person uses, like a natural speaker uses in terms of polysemy, like how many words they just embed with multiple meanings and leave lay, which is something that even a really highly trained LLM has a hard time doing. They don't leave ambiguous words in their meanings and still produce coherent language.
The issue is AI. Are we going to trust AI using another AI to validate fact or fiction? I guess that kind of comes to the question.
Because that's what people are doing right now.
Hallucinations happen, and then another AI picks up on the hallucination, and yet another one picks up that same hallucination. Then they all think it's factual because they've been trained.
There's a website to back it up.
Right. When in reality, what they're doing is they should be trying to double blind them against each other. Right, setting them up to reach different conclusions from similar seeds that have ambiguous meaning in them. And if they all fall in the same trough, then you have some collective confirmation of your same thesis, but nothing's proven.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Zach and Andrew, you have anything?
I'll go after Zach.
Zach.
Oh no, you can go.
Okay.
You're in order.
I'll be nice. I'll be a gentleman.
Well, I know, if you're on a computer and you got to save locally, you can pull up the EXIF data on the computer and see as to read the information, see if it's actually made by a real camera or if it's made by a computer. You could also extract the each frame out, look at the frame detail, frame for frame, see if if there's like distortions and stuff like that or hiccups. It's a number of many things you could do just to check it out and see if you think it's real or not.
Yep.
Could you
Yeah.
also
I don't
use
want-
the GPS? Isn't there a way for them to like locate where the picture was taken
Yeah.
if it was a picture?
Yeah,
That's
you can fake
that's
that.
the EXIF data.
Oh,
You can
sorry.
fake that though. Like you could, it'd be
Oh, you
very
can
it's
fake
super
that.
easy to fake that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Put it in there. So
Now you'd be a lot better off doing something like requiring some proof of work being done, some kind of receipt of proof of work being done, or some kind of stake being posted along with any claim being made, such that if your speech is later proven to be not original, then
Then
you lose your stake, or your credibility as a miner in this particular proof of kind of work gets a major hit, and you potentially lose credibility as a validator.
There's a project that talked to me. I don't know, it's been months, maybe years ago, but they were talking about using, because we can't trust the news lately, or maybe ever, but using real people. And they would, like you were saying, Greg, you could be a miner by, like, say you're all at a sports game and you're taking photos or pictures or video or whatever, and then it would be validated because there's multiple points of perspective at the same time and location.
Yeah.
And then if you're
Some work has been expended to create like a coherent picture of the reality that you're looking at.
Yeah.
that could be fake too, though.
Well, there goes
Maybe
my
harder.
Right,
question.
which is why you have to computationally weight it on a blockchain to make it really valid. Right.
Well,
like
if-
you have to
if
you would
the,
have to use the economics of choice as well.
Yeah. Well,
we
like
do in Den.
if you were to add a feature to Starlink that could also sign your image and put it on chain, that would be the best way to know this was really taken at this location and at this time, right? But there's so many ways you could fake so many things. Plus, who knows? I mean, the systems themselves are compromised. But anyway, Zach didn't answer yet.
Sorry.
I was going to answer with a question, but the question and my question just got answered without even asking it. But we have the capability now, as we've all been discussing, or as I've been listening, we have the capability to collectively. I mean, we have actual parlay market, for Christ's sake. So, I mean, we have the capability. We can determine upon perception, upon the bet. I mean, how can we actually implicate that into a blockchain scenario to where we can make it more tangible, I should say?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Yep.
there's services online that stream whenever you post a picture, like to Facebook or whatever. It just stream constantly pictures that are posted online. You can go and look and watch people. This has been a while since I've seen this, but just constant stream. I don't see why you couldn't do that with a blockchain. They can suppress a data information and put it up on Bitcoin Core. I don't know why you couldn't do anything else.
And it's immutable.
Like a seismograph hooked to the rim of every basketball court, like at both ends, so that you can take a signature of when the ball rattles through and have it go on chain. Couple that with pressure data from the floor, and you put that on chain from shooting position, right? All of a sudden, you can't fake the outcome of the game.
Or you could just read the contract of the deal that they made before the game started, and then you would know who's going to win.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. That's how that works.
All
right.
Luckily,
William,
I don't think college football has gotten to that level yet, but it's coming.
Oh, please.
It is coming.
Stop.
It's coming.
Yeah. I'm sure it hasn't.
So,
William.
yeah, I kind of regret how I worded this question, inserting like how people bet money, is it real or AI? Because it's not just as far as a prediction, but it's maybe providing a service. Over and over, I see these, short videos on YouTube of, oh, look at the squirrel and it's injured, and this guy pulled it down from the tree and nursed it back to health, and then it brought its babies to the family to show off the family, and it's all AI, but these people are tricked thinking, oh, this is such a kind human being to take the time out of his day to help this poor squirrel that was injured. And it goes on and one after another, and it's, you know, and it's tricking so many people. But these fakes are going to get even more sophisticated and more difficult to determine if it was an AI generated video or image, and it's going to affect real policies, maybe an election, maybe it's going to affect new laws that get legislated because the population's now being manipulated. And so I think there's going to be a large segment of the population that's going to say, you know what, I want humans, I want the wisdom of the crowd to step in and give them, I want to hear what they say. Is this real, or, you know, is it fake? Was this AI generated, or did this really happen?
Right.
And because it's uploaded onto a video site, you know, TikTok or YouTube or wherever, Facebook, you don't have the details of the actual video that's been uploaded. So you don't have the GPS coordinates. You don't have all of the, you know, items that describe that videos and the context of that video, when and where it was made. So we're going to have, I think there's going to be a large segment of the population that's going to say, no, you know what? I'm going to trust these folks because these folks are actually humans. They're going in and giving their opinion. And the wisdom of the crowd, amazing phenomena that they can actually, as a group, that wisdom, that vote, shall we say, can exceed the experts.
And they can also get the tool. Like, they could use tools in that process. It's not just humans guessing.
And
what
I like about that.
Go ahead, Greg.
Go ahead.
What I like about that is that it doesn't step on the world of AI satire, which is fun, obviously, and useful and powerful at times. Yeah. Which I think is always the risk when you start interpreting, some kind of power language into the reality or unreality of a thing. Is you step on the bounds of what it's okay to say with art, and there are very real people behind these, that use these algorithms to say some very creative things. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen the remake of the Santa Packs commercial, but the Coca-Cola commercial, but it's just a robot distributing cocaine.
No.
All the forest creatures are just doing it's ridiculous, but it's the funniest thing that I've seen anybody do AI with, right? So we shouldn't stifle that. I think that those kinds of creative outbursts are what we want to encourage. But we also, like you said, for those trying to fake reality and pretend reality is something else.
This is for when
I honestly think
the Epstein tapes come out. That's why AI was funded so heavily. And you could tell it because when they were afraid of the Hillary tapes coming out, I kid you not, there were dozens of stories posted on major news sites about this AI thing is going to be bad. Don't believe anything you see because it's going to be AI. And it was just way too suspicious. I'm like, what? Give me a break. And this was years back. And so I think that's why they funneled freaking billions of dollars of the Fed's fake money into all these AI groups. They can make money at the same time as they basically put question to any release of anything that ends up coming out of that.
They're exploiting the excuse and keeping it from everybody else at the same time.
So
I think the core principle here, in my opinion, is taking a Miesian view and flipping the Rothbard perspective on its head, because I think if we want to go in a positive trajectory with AI and how we use it and how we use blockchain to reflect it, we have to consolidate, be meticulous, and be insightful towards what you can do with it and how you can actually give it back to the people in a beneficiary rather than just create a chaotic scheme that I honestly look at Rothbard's ideas as being. I mean, not to say that he's wrong in certain aspects, but it's a little chaotic where I think you need to be a little bit more construed to how you find a workaround. And I think that's where the Mises philosophy comes into play here.
So not Messier, the star.
No,
title.
no. I think you said Misesian.
Okay.
Misesian.
Yes.
What did I say?
I don't know.
Mesian.
It's like I don't know. It's like, okay. Anyway,
I think they both
yeah.
actually kind of work in a quirky sort of way.
Messier objects. That's all I know about. All right.
If I
That's
could
it.
add one more comment to the
Sure.
question here, like I have said over and over that DIN is, every posting is essentially a miniature or micro poly market, and so it's incentivizing human behavior to get a certain, for them to come to a consensus, and so.
Right.
It is perfectly set up and ready and ripe for that functionality. People to post an image and ask, is this AI or not?
I'm going to tell you.
Right.
And
Sort of economics as bubble physics. What do you want to bubble to the top?
right.
I'm going to tell you something though. This is
Yes.
Blockchain Roundtable, and the saddest thing that could be said about the state of the blockchain world and crypto is that in the early days we had Intrade, and it was obviously something that should have been on a blockchain. It was shut down by the U.S. government and replaced by what? The Kashi, that cereal company, right? The cereal
Yes.
company came out.
It's KAL, so it's Kalshi.
It's harder
Yeah.
even to pronounce than
Yeah.
the cereal company, probably because the domain
Yeah.
wasn't available. Who knows?
Polymarket versus Kalshi.
Why did you call it Kalshi? So you have Kalshi and Polymarket, and they're both hyper regulated. And it's like it is the most absolutely ridiculous thing that crypto hasn't developed something that is an actual prediction. And early days there was, and I don't know where they're at anymore.
Augur and Predict.
Augur. Yeah, Augur was awesome. But where did it go? I mean, it's like, what the hell? In Polymarket, is that actually on Polygon?
I thought one of them actually birthed into Polymarket, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. It's sad. It's really
look that
sad.
up.
It's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, yay, crypto.
Well,
Yeah,
and what
institutional.
Polymarket was essentially running according to the CFTC, was running illegally, and Kalshi was gaining market share, and Kalshi, however you pronounce it, ratted them out and says, hey, this is unfair. We paid our CFTC license. They need to pay a CFTC license. And their fine was like $1.5 million, and it's a multi-billion-dollar income, revenue. Now, for whatever reason, they're still not showing a profit. I don't know why. It's just
Well, in that interview you sent to me, he said, which by the way, it's like I get all these memories of Sam Bankman-Fried watching that, by the way. And I'm watching this whole thing, and it's like, they don't charge a fee. I was like, why would you not charge a goddamn fee to do, for the maintenance of the website? At least it's just so fucking dumb.
Circus.
It's because it's all VC. Like they just have a bunch of VC, and I don't trust shit coming out of the venture capital world. So anyway, whatever.
Hence, I think we need an alternative.
Yep. Okay. But the problem is, will it be allowed? That's my biggest thing.
Decentralized offshore.
If they give 30% to the big guys.
And
Hillary?
10% to the big guy.
No.
Hillary and the
That's
IDF.
right, Lisa, you're right.
If we donate everything to the IDF, we might get a
What
bunch
Gary
of
said. Gary
Anyway,
said you can do it. You just have to give 30% to the big
What a
guys.
pile of shit. This country.
I prefer
is so
10%
fucked up.
voluntarily.
Okay. I am
10% tied to my church voluntarily instead of 30% forced to
Do you remember
the
how to
IDF.
Is it tithe?
Is it tithe or
Tithing?
tithing?
I think it's tithing. I don't know. I think it's not. Doesn't make sense to me. All right. Question: can blockchain serve as an immutable source of truth ledger?
It's very biblical, though. No, go on.
If you want your church to be the only stone building in the city, sure.
I do.
Everything else is just sticks and hay. Anyway,
I
can
do.
blockchain serve as an immutable source of truth ledger for AI training data and model versions? And if so, how would that help detect hallucinated or fake outputs? I can answer some of this. Let's see here. Let's start with Andrew. Let's go all the way up the.
Okay, I mean, to a degree, when Bitcoin Core first launched, it was kind of that way. I mean, obviously, it's been compromised ever since that point, but there's so much going on now, and there's so many different projects. It's kind of hard for you to step in and compromise and take over each one of them, because the more that it goes on, the more people get, a new, fresh idea, the harder it is for them to maintain, the dominance. So yeah, I can see it being used as a source of truth. It's just trying to find a way to do it in camouflage.
Yeah. All right, Zach.
I mean, one thing that's a problem with a lot of these, and you see it with Grok a lot, is the key word here is hallucinating, and it's mainly because of the filters that they've put in place in order to guard and gatekeep from it slipping up, so that people can't jailbreak it and say some truth. And so I think like blockchain can serve as an inevitable and immutable source, to where it's there, and you can double check the AI's hallucinogenic fake output because of all these filters that are being put in place.
Yep.
So, so I wouldn't actually put the training data or the model versions on chain. What I'd put on chain would be the model weights and the raw
fair.
training transformation. Like once they've transformed it into the actual numbers that go into the transformer, and put those in a compressed form on chain that would be decomposable, so you could actually see that the code that was being run in any given case was generating these model weights, and that these model weights were the ones being used. Like rather than putting the compressed like 4 transport versions that those represent, put the actual unpacked data into the blockchain, and then you could then use it to detect whether or not an output was coming from a certain model, I think.
Okay. Lisa.
I'm definitely not the technical person, but my key in on this is the source of truth. And I guess just I keep going back to, so much of our world. I mean, if I saw something on the news, does that make it true? Does that mean that, Trump's really blowing up boats in the Gulf of America? I don't know. I see it on a TV, but I'm not there, so it makes me also think of like the Carfax thing. People are so hell bent on getting their Carfax, and oh, that must be true because a human entered that information didn't enter information. And so I don't know that. I mean, blockchain is great for a ledger that's immutable, but it doesn't tell the truth, like actually being there yourself or experiencing whatever it is yourself.
True.
I'll respond to that later.
That is a fair point.
Yeah. Well, and I would say whatever the main points are. So that is, depending upon what you're looking at. Like, let's say that Musk says Grok is honest, and it's actually going to seek the truth with no holds barred. It's not true at all, and we all know that now.
It doesn't do anything. It's not alive. It's not a conscious brain.
It's not the point. That if they were to put the training data so that you would know, okay, it's trained to never say anything against Israel. All right. If it's trained, the most recent one that was hilarious was that it would take Elon Musk's life over 6 billion other people, right? It's crazy stuff. It's really funny. People were pushing stuff into it, and Musk even made a joke about it. It was hilarious. But they should have that transparency. It's possible. They don't have to put all the training data. They could put some form, and they could put stuff in there that would fingerprint it, that you could verify that they're telling the truth about that when you are getting the answer as well. there would be ways to do that. And if you put it on chain, it would be there for all time. So you would know, okay, they put this there last month, this release came out, and I can now see why I'm getting a different answer on some particular subject, because they were forced by the government to censor military aid to a genocide or whatever else they're wanting to hide, based upon Yacarino's latest endeavors. So anyway, that's what I think. It should happen. And by the way, I think Drock is one of the smaller issues. I think the big one is, OpenAI is freaking crazy stuff there. So anyway, okay, William has not.
Well, source of truth is like what Lisa was touching on. Because blockchain is supposed to be that immutable ledger. I think of history and history, documents, being put onto a blockchain and it can't be altered or changed, because we have to remember that the training data, some of the AI is also going out there and mining everything that's posted on the internet, and then coming to some kind of conclusion if it's true or not. When in fact there's a lot of documents that are not out there because they've been suppressed, they've been censored, they don't want them out there on the internet, and because they don't want a certain narrative to be leaked or to change or the way people think or see things. And so I think that is kind of where I'm thinking in terms of historical events. It would be nice if those were there, and we could make a comparison to what an AI came to some kind of conclusion. Whatever the historical event was, like, I don't know, USS Liberty. How about that one? And so I think that's where blockchain can secure information, and maybe that way we could make some comparisons to validate if the AI is hallucinating. Who is like, who's in charge of what the AI is, put out, is regurgitating to all of us. Is it fact or fiction? And the last I was going to point out is AI is only as good, garbage in, garbage out, right?
It contains the corpus, right? It's the internet.
Well,
you can trust it as much as you can trust the internet.
I've seen some really interesting stuff. Brian, I don't know, Rumel, whatever his name is, that has gone and gotten a whole bunch of microfiche, microfilm, and a lot of things that are not on the internet, including old VHS tapes. Like, he's gotten donations from people, and he's
so the whole human corpus, all of humanity's creative product, then, is all the corpus could ever be. Right?
Well, and other AI. I mean, it could be anything, but yeah.
Right. But other AI is still ultimately sourced with the edge, from the edge of the human corpus. We can't expect things that aren't in the human corpus to fall out of the machine.
So what is this guy doing with all of that?
He's training other AI in order to. Now I don't know, because I'm not an expert at what he's doing, of course, but I followed it lightly. It's very interesting because he's essentially bringing in a lot of stuff that isn't on the internet, that these other AI models are not looking at, which is very powerful, including a lot of research papers and other stuff.
Right. Which stuff should be in them.
Yeah, it's amazing. And he's also, if I understand correctly, filtering out Reddit and filtering out certain other things. And I'm like, dude, it has to be, it has to be better. If I say that, maybe not all of Reddit. There's parts of Reddit.
Right. That's using the machine like the machine is intended to be used.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's interesting.
It's not a conscious mind.
Reddit.
It's
really silly.
Looking at, I don't think he ever, if I understand correctly, he's never been accused of raping anyone, including his sister, and he's never been accused of killing an employee. Right. So I would say this guy might have something that at least his reputation is better. Some of the other people in the space. Nice. So,
this
Taco Bell commercial. See, VHS archaeology for AI training. This is awesome. right? I mean, it's a freaking Taco Bell commercial.
Oh,
Because AI
archive.org has
AI,
great
it
training sets,
would
man.
probably tell you
When
that,
Taco Bell was still good.
I don't know if that
And
ever.
cheap.
I don't think that either.
I mean, I live in the Midwest, and there are what we call crappy taco places, which are far better than Taco Bell, but Taco Bell has
Oh yeah.
destroyed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
shame.
no, cheap,
Yeah,
cheap,
Taco
and
John's.
not food.
Taco
I know this-
John's okay, but it's a little bit. I say like
Taco Tico.
Taco
Yes.
Tico, Taco Grande.
Yeah, sorry, you
Kid.
made me drop my vape.
I'd rather go to an authentic Mexican one of the 3 authentic Mexican restaurants around here.
Anything anymore authentic Mexican is just taco truck stuff. You can't get authentic Mexican anymore. All you get is taco.
Well, you
truck
can.
slop.
I don't know, man.
You know
Yeah,
what?
you
All
can
I
in
gotta
South
do is
Texas.
go. All I gotta do is go
The-
downstairs with my wife cooking.
I have
And
3
I'm set.
restaurants actually owned and ran by Mexicans, so it's
They
real
think that
Mexican.
Americans want the taco truck stuff now. That's why I
No,
said,
guys, you have to come. You guys have to come
some-
visit me for the
there are
food
some.
only.
There are some. I
Seriously.
don't know. The closer
I'm going to
when I go into
Texas.
Texas, all I get is Tex-Mex, and I can't stand the freaking chili bullshit. So it's like the
Not
closer
to
you
dox
get to
myself
the
too hard, but
border,
this
you
far
get
south,
into
it gets
the
pretty
Texas
good.
thing.
I will say this: if the chili isn't from Cincinnati, it's not chili.
I don't know. You guys put chocolate in your chili, don't you?
Amen,
That's
brother.
mole.
Chocolate
Yeah,
and
that's,
cinnamon.
I don't
That's
know.
mole.
Never had
Mm,
that.
Different types
delicious.
of mole.
Yeah.
Go to Kroger and get Skyline chili. Just try it.
Oh,
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
you can
couple
actually
dollars.
get a corrector. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can actually go get it at the
Sweet.
supermarket now.
Can I
Still not the same.
make another quick comment about the AI?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
the validation of real taco meat and Taco Bell. No, just kidding.
Look, this isn't Campbell's, man. We're not 3D printing the taco meat, okay?
Oh, what do you guys think?
Yeah,
of
Campbell
Campbell's?
soup, right?
Let's hear what.
Is there? Are they really?
My point I was getting ready to say is this kind of creeps into the the IP world. AI has just about read every book in the world now, or that it was available digitally.
Yeah.
And the question is,
Doesn't read anything.
did the publisher get paid for that?
No. Yeah, in fact, there have been some lawsuits, right?
Mhm.
And they're saying it
AI
is
hasn't read anything.
fair.
Hey,
what is it,
yeah,
fair
I'm with
whatever,
Greg on this.
whatever. Yeah. Yet, like Aaron Schwartz tried to
It-
do something similar, and they
Mhm.
essentially led him to his death, right?
AI
it hasn't read it.
The same goes
extrapolates.
with
Yeah,
research papers and not being.
It's building
but
a correlation set.
yeah. It's not necessarily reading; it's extrapolating from those sources and getting a synopsis.
I almost
That's really what
guarantee
it's doing.
that when they start looking
It's
at
a marble run made of
medical
statistics.
and pharma research,
Mhm.
that they're going to probably freaking heavily censor all that real research, because you can find
That's where I
stuff
was
out there.
going.
And
That's
if
where I
you
was going.
like, I spent time in the hospital recently, and it was like no matter what you asked them, it's like, no, there's no research that shows. It's like, yes, there is. There definitely is. And it's like, what are you talking about? It's
They
the
don't read
craziest thing.
research.
These doctors just, and by the way, they're trying to position the AI as the first
Too busy
Peer
filling out
first
forms.
line when you
Review.
go to instead of going to the doctor or even the nurse now, the practitioner. You're going to go to AI first, and then you're going to have to walk through, and they're not even going to. It's so ridiculous, but
Well, they need all those people because they're too busy filling out forms.
yeah, it's crazy. So it's about and it's it's like a you're gonna end up with that everywhere, which could be good. It could be a good thing to efficiency, and sometimes you can get a better answer from if you know how to talk to them.
Yeah,
but
no, I mean, like, it's a tool if you use it
anyway.
right.
But
They're
ultimately,
just not gonna use it right.
what's the answer here with intellectual property and AI? Because AI doesn't. It's like IP laws and rules and regulations.
The rule is pretty simple.
You're
The
are
trainer needs to buy one copy
not
of
gonna
everything
happen,
that goes
right?
into the set. That would be the legally responsible answer. Is
But that's
anything
not
that they used in
happened.
the corpus,
Yeah.
right?
As
Legal,
long
that would
as
be legally
they'll get
responsible.
it.
But one
They'll get
copy, that's all.
They'll get a
Not
Kindle
like
subscription.
they
What
should
they'll do is
owe a
they'll get
kickback
Kindle
for every use.
subscription. They'll be able to say, "Oh, we had a copy to it all. We just checked it out, and then we checked it back in." And
Right.
and what's better is they will then have an excuse for why so many of certain works were not included, that they can very easily
That's
censor
correct.
them.
Because the trick is the operant math of the machine strips away all the meaning from the words as a pre-step, right? So by the time they're feeding what they want into the machine, it's an array of numbers.
Yeah.
So
I know, I
really
remember-
what they're doing is processing it locally and then extrapolating it generally using what they do with it personally. And that's why it's a one copy purchase.
Yep.
I know.
So what do
I
you guys-
remember reading Spooner several years ago
Spooner.
about copyright. Yeah, Lysander Spooner, and this is back in the 1800s. But his argument was, if you have an intellectual property that's property only owned by the person that originally created it, and that if you feel like there's a need for a lawsuit to defend it, that would be the person that created it that would have to defend it and prove it in court that it was his idea.
And the
And
problem is how do you enforce an idea without
Exactly.
force?
Yeah.
Right. Especially
And-
when it's being munged into this number tower to create a general output that can sound like the author, but can also sound like anything else.
And this kind of feeds into the whole corporations are, the owners of ideas, is that eventually this kind of idea falls by the wayside because stuff like this comes out and
It kind of,
supersedes
yeah.
them.
That's not really
It
constitutional.
kind of,
Correct. I mean,
Well-
if we all own our name, image, and likeness and things we create, I mean, that's part of.
well, that's,
I think
that's
that's
where
how
the
the wiki
14th,
hypothetically, someone
That's
could
where the
hypothetically sit
14th
outside our
Amendment
house at the curb and
messy.
legally surveil us and develop a comic strip based exclusively off our
Mhm.
lives, right? And
Well,
it would still be, if
that's-
it was different
yeah.
enough, would not be infringing on our rights. Weirdly enough, that's where the law would edge.
well, that's where the 14th Amendment
You
is
guys are
very
talking about some
messy, right?
imaginary
What
world, though, right?
Yeah. When you
This
look
is a
at
legal
the 14th
hypothetical.
Amendment, yeah, when you look at the 14th Amendment, it creates a legal loophole of certain hypotheticals that, while on the surface it was fantastic on granting citizenship to slaves and elaborating further on what citizenship means, but then it led to corporate entities because of great attorneys to
Mhm.
create this artificial person.
Like
So now
Disney
we're in this messy
owned-
bubble.
How many
Which goes
senators? And Disney had a 99-year copyright law that
Yeah.
happened, right? Mickey Mouse, they just lost all that. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Winnie the
believe so.
Pooh.
I don't know. The only thing
Yeah.
that matters, none of this.
Yeah, it
legal
was. It was
stuff
Yeah, there's no
ever-
law. That's what I was going to
There's
say.
no
It
law.
doesn't
It's all
matter.
BS. So what
At
are
least
we even
as much
talking
as
about?
at least as much as I
Well, they're
would.
just going to let them steal it, basically. But
Yeah,
that's the crazy
if our
part.
image is intellectual property and our voice and all of these things,
Wow.
it's sad that it's not going to be upheld in courts, I don't believe, because the large corporations are already bastardizing the whole concept of an IP.
Yeah,
that's
and
true.
Well,
if
and you have-
there's no
and-
law, they're gonna win because they got the high priced lawyers
And they're
the
billionaires.
judge-
And
Yeah.
you think about it. If you're talking
Well,
about
and the damages
AI,
calc is really hard to do, right?
Yeah,
Depending on how you look at it. You
yeah.
can't figure it
fucking
out
lawyers.
if it's
Yeah.
how many times.
I mean, if you're
it's been
talking about
prompted.
theoreticals, then you don't.
But
have
if it's
to worry.
based
then I don't know
on,
why
but if
we
it's
probably
based
talk
on like
about
how many
damages.
times they put the copies into the corpus, then exactly once.
But it's
Right,
all
then you can
if
calculate
it's
it.
all theoretical. Why have such an
Mm.
abstract concept of damages calc? If it's fair or not fair, you can figure out how much you should have to pay.
Well,
for it.
what I'm saying is that the
question.
damages calculation ceiling is what you look at
Exactly.
as a lawyer
Yeah, I
if you're
mean,
going to try to value the
yeah.
case.
I don't
And
care about a lawyer.
I mean, value
The
is
only thing that
subjective,
would-
and that's how you look
the
at.
only thing that
That's how
makes
you
sense
look at these suits.
is violence, and the fact that one of the people with the biggest issue here has already been accused of raping his sister and murdering an employee, and he's a billionaire. So like, and he's a billionaire somehow with a nonprofit company. And it's like, what the hell? Yeah, law. Let's talk about how this matters. How should he pay for that book that he?
No, it's
stole?
pretty weird.
It's
pretty
freaking
weird.
ridiculous. It's so dumb. The whole thing is.
It's definitely weird.
Yeah.
New
It's
Twitter
more than
policy is
stupid,
freedom
it's
of
weird.
speech, but
It's
not
out. It's
freedom.
down and out weird.
Oh man.
You can say the N word,
Oh.
but you will be in the dungeons.
X opened up their account based in UI.
That's awesome.
And we found out that the United States Department of Homeland Security,
That was a meme.
was based
Someone
in Tel
doctored
Aviv.
it.
That was fucking real. We all saw it. We saw video of it. We all saw it, and then they come in and claim that it was totally not true. And by the way, after it happened, they shut the whole fucking thing down almost immediately, and then brought it back, and all of the government accounts didn't have
Corrected.
to post that anymore. Well, they weren't even just corrected; they don't have to post.
Oh, they didn't have to do it anymore.
for security.
Oh,
reasons.
seriously?
Because
Yeah.
and
That's
how
so funny
stupid
though,
is that?
because that just means nobody's gonna trust where the shit's coming from anymore.
Right. Well,
That's too funny.
The damn point of it.
You
That they said they had
They
to
just admitted it.
to turn it off, the location for the government agencies, which we all know where the fuck they are or where they're supposed to be, right?
That's so
So
funny.
how is it a security issue to know? It's like, oh, it's based in Washington.
That is
DC.
so
Because
funny.
it's not based in Washington D.C. because the fucking Israelis control every goddamn
The
thing.
emperor has no clothes.
It is fucking
Hey,
crazy.
I'm wearing
And I,
clothes.
and I do like
No,
the
no,
fact
not you.
that Musk did that. That was a great thing. And the only thing they need now to do, though, is to create
Elon's.
a proper filter so that we can turn off content from certain locations. That would be a beautiful thing, right?
Well, except for
They
it won't
can-
work
if
on
they
the
can-
The
government
fact
ones.
of the matter is Elon is
If-
compromised and must comply because he fucks kids. And I'm gonna say it bluntly
What?
like that.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna get hopefully you don't get sued. I don't know. Well, it's not
We
he's
have
not
proof.
he's not dating an FBI
At least he's not dating the Israeli intelligence
good.
asset.
Yeah.
Listen,
Mr. Cash.
if you can filter by country on Twitter, that's what people are asking for, right? You can filter by IP address on a regular computer, like whole countries. Just blacklist them. It's
Yes.
you have to pay for a subscription to do it, but you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you can't do it on Twitter through your
No, I
account.
know.
I mean, yeah.
Well,
he
I
could
think
do-
that's
he could do it.
ridiculous.
They could do it.
He could. They certainly could.
Oh, the other excuse, by the way, needs to be well noted here so that this history isn't just memory hold. That the other excuse for the Tel Aviv thing, oh, that IP block just was changed. And it's like, that doesn't matter. It's still all, it might have been a different IP block, but
Hell
it was
of a
still fucking
coincidence.
Tel Aviv.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Hell
and
of
it
a
was set up
coincidence.
when, what's his name, who let all the Israelis go after 9/11. He was the head of the.
That's the kind of
Homeland
coincidence that
Security.
requires proof that it's a coincidence to be called a coincidence.
It is so ridiculous. So, let's see. What do we have? Any other memes with good future things? This is some of these aren't necessarily memes. This one, I'm going to say this one's offensive, but it's not offensive, but it's funny as hell. So don't be offended. Just love it. It's hilarious. My middle name. I understand my middle name is Kevin. That's so stupid. That's fun. I think that's hilarious.
That's too funny.
Very well. Very Keith Cotton. Very well done. This is
It's actually
grok.
about the most dad joke way you can use those things.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
brilliant. This is a grok response, which was interesting. Oh, I don't know. There were a whole series of these. So there's this one, every letter capitalized. This one, an image of an apple.
What's in the background? I can't see.
Looks like it's Hebrew. It might be Aramaic though.
No.
It could be Aramaic for Zach and Andrew. Just if you guys want to know, I'd be Aramaic. I don't know. It's all desert bullshit to me, so I can't read it. Right?
Hey,
Well, I mean,
Aramaic is the language of our Savior. When
It's
he
got
came
nice
here,
depth of
I
field,
don't
so you
feel
can't quite read
safe.
the background.
I don't feel safe, but we'll get into that another day. All right.
we
this
are
one,
saved
Oh, this was
Easy.
yeah, I
So,
remember this.
through your free will.
Let's see here.
See,
Yeah, this
the guy.
is true, by the way.
I'm imagining that is a concerned father, and the pedophile is Elon Musk.
Man, jeez.
Wow.
But didn't Elon Musk claim that the guys in that the cave saving group was? I can't remember what happened. It was a long time
I
ago.
don't
No, he
believe
did.
me.
He called him that. I don't know, man. I think you could get Elon just by threatening to take away the rocket program. You don't even need leverage.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Yeah.
They'd want to take away something like that that's important to him.
Yeah.
like, all they have to do is stop him from
He
launching
has-
starships.
he has-
and
Yeah, you want to do
get
that?
in line.
They probably threaten him on that.
He
He
has
would probably
connections,
take a
yeah.
trip to Tel Aviv and go through all of the loops, right?
Right.
I mean, all
He
the-
has
yeah.
connections
all the
to
hoops.
Epstein.
He might do that.
Epstein and Maxwell.
If that
so-
ever happens, if you ever see Elon Musk taking a tour through Tel Aviv, and
That's
looking
already
at
happened,
baby
you know.
cribs. Oh, has it?
it has, yeah.
Sorry, I was just messing around with you guys.
It's PayPal Mafia. I mean, the PayPal Mafia have connections to Epstein.
I don't know
just
if you
have-
guys watched the
it's-
Well, I
Roman.
mean, he was
Helmet
connected.
guy.
He was connected up to that whole internet culture. Actually, pretty much all the
Yeah.
founders of the web are entangled.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. The Roman helmet guy had some really funny stuff with Musk like a week and a half ago. It was hilarious. For you guys. Anyway, crypto investors. Let's see here.
Hey, I'm offended by that.
What else we got here? Let's see. Let's see. Okay.
Are you saying that you're a crypto investor in 2025, Andrew?
Almost 2026.
I don't even know some of these.
2026. What would be 2026? Let's extend this meme. How would it look for
2026
20
is when all of the actually decentralized variants of things that actually work start working, and it doesn't matter anymore.
there?
Trump still doing the stuff.
Listen,
some of
all I'm
these-
saying is I'm waiting for the Fed now launch of all our favorite tokens. Okay,
It's already launched, basically.
Yeah.
I'm just
Dentacoin.
waiting for the listings. Yeah, Dentacoin. Yeah,
Dentacoin. What's it called? An ETF. That's what I heard.
I mean, Fed now launched basically in its beta form in Ukraine 3 years ago. So
Oh yeah. And before that, it was in Afghanistan.
Oh, yeah,
Don't
yeah,
need
it
it
wasn't
now.
Afghanistan.
you know
They
what?
don't need
I
it now
realized?
because they got stable coins.
That
They have
Dentacoin, I
stable
think,
coins that are backed by U.S. bonds. It's such a
But
joke.
see, Dentacoin
Thank you,
actually has
Genius
utility.
Act.
Dentacoin has utility, but the reason it didn't take off, from what I heard, was that they couldn't get the support in Britain with it. That's why.
Well, I mean,
right?
have you seen the British teeth?
That's why they could get the support. They needed the British.
Yeah, it's funny.
Oh.
Dang it! There's a video it's supposed to be playing, but it won't play. Dude,
Let me
British
play this
jokes
one.
to my British fam.
Sean, we miss you, buddy.
yep. Very good. Very good.
You get yours now?
No, I couldn't make it. I couldn't make it work. I don't know. It wouldn't play. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. I'm
Oh
not gonna
my
play that
goodness.
one.
What is the relevance to this?
I don't know.
I don't get
know.
it.
it's an old
The
meme
brain
from a
is-
couple years ago.
The
Yeah.
brain
He's
is
riding a
exposed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't
The
understand what the
elephant
feet
on
are
a
though.
walking.
They have fish bowls on the and then they're
Mm.
that's weird. I don't know.
I don't know. The legs kind of remind me of the giant spider machine that Loveless built in Wild Wild West.
Yep.
So
Yep. Man, I
Sean
don't-
says he wishes he was here.
Well, why are you? I mean, it's up to you, man. You can be here. You can be here. We'd take it easy on the other today.
I think he doesn't feel well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we will get better. Let's
Yeah.
see here.
Next week,
be well,
Sean.
Sean.
You better
Be
feel
well,
better
Sean.
today around 4 o'clock for the meme sign.
True. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Just
Oh,
get
I'm
yourself
sure
all
he'll be-
prepared.
Hmm.
Right.
I'm sure that's
All
why.
prepared.
He's getting well and preparing for later.
Let's see here. I'm skipping stuff. Oh,
Oh,
okay. This one's too much, but I love it. It's hilarious. I think.
Hmm.
If you know, what's his name? What's his name, guys? Tell me.
I mean, he needs to go back to Belgium.
Randy
File.
what?
File.
Randy,
fine.
Randy,
Fine.
Randy, not so fine.
I feel so sorry
We wish
for that
you were there too,
button
Sean.
on his jacket.
That button is like
That poor bastard.
This might be a real picture.
I
Just
think it's a
me.
real. I
Also,
don't
she's
know.
in the line of fire. Who's ever holding that boom mic? Because
Oh,
Mm,
like,
yeah,
if
no-
that
no
thing
joke.
if that thing
When
goes,
he
she needs
first-
to like move immediately to guard her carotid.
Eye protection. You need eye protection. for
Luckily-
when that button flies, man.
Luckily, he's not aimed. His other half isn't aimed at her because that might be fiery.
It's basically that manhole cover that we sent into
Mm.
the outer reaches of space by accident on a nuclear test one time.
Now this one is enjoyable. I like this one a lot. This is a good one. A very good meme. It'd be more appropriate in a like 2016 era, 2017, but still.
Vlad the
Oh.
Impaler.
Vlad is some good memes from Vlad. Let's see here. Let's see.
Treat the foreigner right, as you were once a foreigner in Egypt. Deuteronomy.
Speaking of foreigners, the freaking Belgians. Goddamn Belgians. Oh, this,
But don't take
that
their
must be
shit.
Must be all the
You're-
memes I
yeah.
have.
I saw that one and I said, I bet Joe is going to show that one on WBRT.
Yeah, you know me. I don't create these, so you can't sue me.
Yes.
This is one for the that I saw recently for Zach.
Explain that one, Zach.
Yeah, why would they do this, Zach?
What is it? I don't know the context of this.
Christians.
Is it
cut off
deface-
the face. Yeah.
Yeah,
early
is it
Christians.
defacing a Roman?
the ones that saved all of our important history from the past, as we will always hear from the Christians on Twitter.
Well,
Even
don't
to-
listen to Christian Twitter, but honestly, the context of that is the Roman emperor exclaimed that he was a son of the gods, and thus, as a Christian, the Son of God is in Christ Jesus.
Well, wouldn't
So-
we then, if
there-
we said that, wouldn't we say that we should do that to statues of Christ? Because he said the same thing.
No, because
Okay,
they're
I'm not going to go into it. No
Christ is the
religion,
one true king.
I
no
think it's
politics here.
I think
I'm
it's
joking.
all a part of me.
But that would be the relevance of it.
Sorry.
So
This one's hilarious. You could have gone with Turkey's rapping to wanting a presidential pardon as well, but wearing a little hat will get you a president. Even if it's a little hat on a turkey, because a turkey would have to have a little hat, right?
Goodness.
A turkey couldn't have an actual normal sized hat. It has to be a little hat. But anyway.
are you
let's
saying
see here.
that Donald Trump pardoned the turkey because it was a
Well-
pedophile?
What
Can
are
we
you
talk
saying? Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
There was a
That was
there was a
funny.
meme actually. Sean posted. I don't know where he found it, but John of Buzz in Reality posted it on Thanksgiving, and it was when you know how they do the turkey pardons, right? And the meme was like, look, President Trump pardoned the turkey after discovering it was a pedophile.
That's horrible, but very true. All right, this one very topical.
Big Connect. I love Big Connect.
I know you do.
We have shit for poor people. That was a horrible thing. It's just so like, wow. I don't know why this one's in here, but it's a cool picture. It's a cool picture.
I think someone's trying to lead you somewhere. Yeah.
Oh,
Is that what it is?
Kim's Crypto
Uh,
says it was a Greek that was defaced, not a Roman.
Even better. Even better.
I'll tell
So,
you what.
are we going to war with Venezuela? I'd like to
Yes.
get a poll
Please no.
answer from everybody.
For oil.
So
We're already at war with Venezuela. We don't have to.
We want to put a leave behind network in there. Yeah, we're going.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, Andrew, we going?
I think it's a poison pill. It's just a projection of force. It's not actual force.
Lisa,
He's
what do you
trying to
think?
get him to
Oh,
compromise.
Lisa, what do you think? We going to war?
No, I think it's all bullshit. And well, except the fact that they were most likely involved in the theft of our elections over many, many years.
Mhm. Joe, what do you think? We going to war?
I don't care. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Same thing either way.
It's the same,
It actually,
yeah.
I mean, man, the only way I would actually be able to answer if I was trying to actually be accurate would be, I can't even say how I would do that, but you know, you can ask yourself, does Israel want it? And if they do, then yes.
I think it depends
I don't
on whether
think-
the current regime will play
I'm
ball.
gonna
I don't
answer-
even think this one has anything to do with Israel at this point. I think it's just a playbook that from history rhyming, but it's a playbook being reused because it's for oil
I guess
and
pretty true.
petrodollar stabilization because the dollar is shit. But
Yep.
I digress.
Yeah,
I cut off.
Yeah, and
Liam.
also to try to build a stable bloc of West-friendly nations in South America that hasn't existed for a long
Yeah,
time.
Monroe Doctrine. I used to believe in the Monroe Doctrine, but that was when I thought the government actually had some amount of honor.
I think it's it's just more deflection. It's more, how can I put it up? More news making so we don't look somewhere else at what's going on. Like, the Epstein files. Oh, we're going to war today. Oh, okay.
Maybe.
I won't look for the Epstein files anymore.
Global control
But it
fantasies.
also has to do with cutting off the oil for Cuba. So it's two birds with one stone, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
But I think it's criminal.
Yeah.
It is
And
criminal.
that was not what the mandate was. The
It's a
mandate
war of
was
fucking
a
aggression
war.
is what it is.
Yeah. I remember that, that was the thing. Even people on this program is like, yeah, no wars. We didn't have any wars when he was in last, right? No
It was
new
like
wars.
one of the biggest selling points.
Yep.
Not that I
once.
was dumb enough to vote. Sorry.
I
I
didn't
have
vote.
no hopes in this.
I didn't vote. I don't know that I'll ever vote again. I'm not going to vote again until they wipe out what's here right now and start over. If they do that, then I'll think about it. It's like, okay, maybe it's worth doing.
I just want a trusted voting system.
Yeah, it's never.
I just want
Which has
to
to do with Venezuela.
It is
nullify.
trusted. You got to trust your government. I mean, the USPS created a copyright or whatever bullshit for blockchain voting.
No,
This one right here.
Go ahead, Lisa. What
Love
were you
it.
saying?
I love it.
I forgot.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Let's see.
How about 50-year mortgage? Who's going to refinance for 50 years?
Chesterton is amazing. Or was amazing.
50-year mortgage is going to get
50-year mortgage.
These people to buy a home.
Anybody who wants to take a 50-year mortgage, I've got a bridge I can sell you.
Oh, it's going to happen. 15-year.
It's gonna happen. There,
15-year car loan on a car that will last for 2 years.
Yeah, nobody. I don't think anybody's dumb enough to take that.
No, there will be people who do it.
It's all.
There
Gonna
will
collapse.
be people.
People
Well,
will, but it's all going to collapse. So it doesn't really matter
as
right
far
now.
as like the vehicle,
The amount
they've
of interest you pay over 50 years, Jesus.
Well,
as
but
far
what
as the
the-
vehicle situation,
It depends on what the interest rate is, and then what
Yeah.
what you keep inflation at. It
You
may
guys,
not.
this was,
Right, but we can't expect the rate to
this
fall
was from-
significantly without creating hyperinflation anymore.
This was from an anime that my daughter was watching. And I was like, "What? Freeze that!" And I went back and took a picture. Like, I don't know
wow!
you could
You
bonus
can see the
points.
light
You
in the
can
background.
figure out what
That's nice.
the anime
there's
is.
the new background right there.
Yes,
That's
that's a
cool.
good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I should go in here and I'll put a star ball on it. Let's
But
see here.
but as far as like going back to the 50-year mortgage and then even the expanded like car loans, I mean, we already have like for cars and financial services they've already implemented certain subscription services anyway. So like people are trading new vehicles, and that's just what it's going to open up with the new market, a subscription base for homes. It's just going to
Yes,
be
what is that?
more of a subscription.
Gross.
You're gonna get locked out.
It's part
We're
of
locked
the-
in.
You will own nothing and be happy.
If you haven't paid your latest micropayment, your door doesn't open.
Yep.
Right.
That's what's gonna happen. Or your
Yep.
toilet door doesn't open, whatever.
Yeah.
This was the one.
Yeah,
look,
we've
okay,
noticed
somebody was-
the content of your bowels has been deviating from the approved diet lately. If you don't want to get
Someone-
locked out of your house, you
someone
need to correct your
asked-
diet.
Grok, and I'm gonna. There
Not
are a
eating
series
so
of
much
these.
meat.
Ask Grok. Okay, who could groom the most girls in an hour, Elon or Trump?
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm not joking. This was
Gross
Grok.
question.
going off
Yep.
on who's better looking, Elon Musk or Henry Cavill? This was freaking gold. It was hilarious. And Gronk's like, obviously, Elon Musk edges out Henry Cavill. Raw genius and relentless drive make him timelessly magnetic. While Cavill's Superman charm is polished but scripted.
I'm starting to think that Grok may not be a chatbot, but just Elon Musk just
It's
behind
when,
it.
when Elon was
He's just-
discovered with that second account.
No, it's a really good way you can
He's
get
like,
an
yes,
impression
I'll
of
just
what
be Grok now, guys.
what Elon
I'll be
likes to
Grok
hear.
now.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one. Okay, so if Elon Musk would be the world's greatest poop eater if it were a national sport and put his mind and soul to it, if poop eating became a national sport, Elon's unyielding determination towards failures like rocket blasts and near company collapses would probably make him unbeatable, optimizing technique and endurance while others falter. Yet his real prowess lies in engineering feats that expand human potential, not bizarre hypotheticals. Let's pivot to how SpaceX outpaces competitors in reusable launches. I'm like, what the? It is.
That's a funny
I wasn't even
prompt,
showing it.
though.
I'm sorry, I wasn't even showing it. I apologize. That was hilarious, and there were more of them. Like, if Jesus and Elon battled in a cage fight, who would win? Elon, leveraging his black belt in judo, relentless work ethic, and tactical genius, would dominate a no-holds-barred physical clash against any historical human or God. It's so funny. It's so funny. Oh man. And then you go, you get Mecha Hitler memes. There's
Someone needs to ask it about Chuck Norris versus Elon.
I didn't see that. I should have done that. That could have gone viral. Thrown in a Dragon Chain or Dracaria or a meme asylum.
Because I mean, as far as internet memes about people who can't be beaten in fights go.
Yep. Yeah. I don't understand this one. You guys explain that one to me. Let's see here. Let's see.
Hey, Skullcap says
We could
cars
ask
are-
it if he'd lose to Parker Lewis.
Yeah. Skullcap Savant says
he's
cars are impossible to finance at the moment. We have 0% for 60 months right now, and not a single qualified buyer for the program in 6 weeks. Wow.
Whoa,
I mean, the system,
really?
the economy is literally that bad.
That's cool.
He's-
Oh yeah, I just saw a
Good
thing
tidbit.
about people walking away from. It's like the highest, not bankruptcy, but they're like defaulting on their not homes yet, but their cars. Something else. There were like three
Credit
things
cards.
listed. Credit
Wait,
cards.
this is a
yes,
really
credit
neat one.
Cars. They were defaulting at the highest rate. Like
It's horrible. It is horrible.
Everything's messed up right now, guys.
Is that me?
Make sure you have enough food.
kicked out.
Oh
You
no,
have to find out.
I've been signed out. That's horrible. Now here, I'm gonna sign out on this other one.
Uh-oh.
You've been signed out on
sign in
what?
again.
Just a minute. I'll get it. I will.
It was
get
Belgium.
What else is happening in the
They signed you out.
event?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, there it is.
Ukraine
Oh,
what else
lines
is
are
happening?
falling.
I was at my mother-in-law's house and I saw this, and
It's,
somehow
holy shit.
she's buying, and I think these were like I don't even know what these are called. They were like little.
There's an ape on there.
Yeah, is that a board ape? What is that?
Yes.
Is that a grandpa ape or is it a board ape?
Oh, is
That's.
it?
I'm sorry. That's
took a
kind of
picture, I'm like,
It's
racist.
a
What?
board ape. That's a
What?
board ape.
I thought it was really kind of bizarre myself. So
Wow, that is strange.
Wild.
That's
Why-
that's
where-
very
You know,
Why
those
is
strange.
things are
the
probably going to
cabinets?
go through another
Very
era
racist.
of high value.
maybe right. It's like
See-
what in the world?
Like,
Anyway,
give it another
listen.
10 years and people are going to be like, holy shit, I want that.
Oh, I have another
Yeah.
couple
Listen,
things.
this
I
is
saw-
why racism is hilarious.
Oh,
It's
don't
not
listen.
good, but it's hilarious.
It's not fair for you to talk about racism while your face is not showing, by the way, Zach. But either way, this was very weird. This was out one night, and like my kids and I were out there, and we
That's
took
pretty.
pictures of this. There were these weird. It was bizarre. I don't know.
It's
Anyway,
called Sprites, I think, Joe, and that has to
Really?
do with
That's beautiful.
the sun and
Mhm.
sending CMEs our way. That's essentially kind of like the
Oh.
aurora borealis.
Yeah, it's an
No
aurora
joke.
borealis
Called
effect.
Sprite.
There were, I mean,
Yep.
there were columns of them. It was crazy. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
And what
Yeah, it's
we shouldn't
upper
be
atmospheric
seeing
lightning
those.
essentially.
We
Huh.
shouldn't be seeing those. Those were extremely, extremely rare. You know, one in 100 years or something like that. And now
Really?
these things are showing up all over the world because the Earth's magnetic shield is weakening. And
Uh-oh.
so
Oh.
more and more things are coming through like this. And that's why we're seeing with a light CME, we're seeing aurora borealis, you know, as
You're
far
talking
south
about the
Texas,
potential
Florida.
for a flip of the poles.
Yeah.
That's what's also part of
Which, if it
the
happens,
weakening.
the early stuff is where they
Right.
think it might split into 2 or 4 poles for a period
Yep.
of time before it
Yep.
flips, which would be really crazy because your compass won't work. Because we all use
Yeah.
compass.
Well, I mean, we'll be able to make compasses that work. We just have to
Yeah.
we'll just have to build we'll have to build what they built in Dune.
It's just neat. It's
Actually.
weird, but you also well, yeah, they say it'd be more.
We'll
cancer.
have to reconcile direction against 4 different magnetic fields using a machine.
Yeah.
Recently, Airbus had a problem with their planes. They couldn't fly a certain model because
Really?
what was happening with the sun
Wow.
and our
Really?
our
Wow.
magnetic.
And then
field.
this one, can anybody explain this one to me? Never mind if you it's all right if you can't. Okay, let's see here. What else do we want to talk about? We have
Yeah.
wow, we're only
How about
we're
Europe
only
going to
about
war with
16.
Russia? Is that going to happen?
That's more
No.
realistic, I think, than
Then
us going to war against
that's going to be a
Venezuela.
nuke. That's going to be a nuke.
No, that would be a nuke. So I don't.
I
That's
hope not. But Europe is pushed in a corner because of their debt bubble. They're
Mhm.
further along than we are, and they're in a lot of trouble.
What about the
No, yeah, they're not creating the
Japanese-
same amount of
So
wealth
they
either.
need
Japanese,
to create a war.
no.
Hmm.
They've all
the
outsourced
bonds
it.
and the Japanese, what do they call it? The carry trade or whatever, where it's
Yeah. Yep.
What do you guys
Mhm.
think about all that stuff?
It's never. I don't think we've ever had it in our
I think
history
we're watching
where
the system come apart at the seams, honestly.
all at
Yeah.
once,
Yeah.
all
And
of
it's
the
going to start in
nations.
Japan.
Yeah, we've that it's kind of proof that the MMT theory doesn't work. It's all coming
Right.
undone.
It's now shredding itself under its own momentum, basically.
But
It's
it's
several out
yeah.
of control avalanches all at once.
and it's all interconnected. The carry trade shouldn't affect the world as it did, but it is because we're all interconnected.
Central banking, right?
Yes, central
because we
banking.
try to linearize the whole timeline, man. It's the
Need to get
cost
rid
of
of
it.
revenue.
Need to
Listen,
get rid of the fake money. If that's what Bitcoin
Everybody-
is supposed to do, but
Yeah, that's another
Yeah.
reason for the wars.
into
We
the
need
wars.
wars to
Print more.
We're
to
we're
wipe out the
paying
debt.
entropy, basically.
You'll
basically,
need
yeah.
war to wipe out the debt.
yeah.
Here's
Speaking
what
of
we
the
need to do.
the MMT, everybody go retweet Pear Violin because he was right.
We need to
What?
re-implement fractional reserve banking, but we need to implement it the right way this time,
Yeah.
Mm.
not just
Uh-huh.
a alternative perspective of how it's supposed to work.
Are you
Oh,
saying
really?
implement fractional reserve banking but with bitcoins?
It'll never end
No, it's-
until
Fractional
they,
reserve Satoshis,
all
it's being
hang,
worked on.
I mean, it is being worked on.
Yeah. Ugh. Gosh.
There you
What
go.
else is
Kid
going on?
Crypto knows what he's talking
Yep.
about. A320.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
6,000 planes. Oh yeah, he's a European, right? So he knows what the Airbus is, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't
Right.
there another
Avalanche
like,
dynamics is what it
complex
is.
that got caught on fire recently? And
A
they
what?
said
A public?
Mhm.
another apartment complex or like some big office
Oh,
building.
Oh, in Hong Kong.
yeah.
Insurance fraud.
There were
Awesome.
multiple buildings.
Yeah, all at once, right?
And
Oh,
they
I
didn't
know.
collapse on themselves.
They didn't collapse, but they were all at the same time on fire.
What
Yeah.
was the cause?
Is that
Where did
getting
they-
rid of those like ghost cities or whatever?
Oh, they didn't collapse
Mm.
because they wasn't jet fuel. That's what I heard.
It wasn't jet fuel, exactly. Yeah. Jet fuel.
And none of them was
Rich-
labeled Building 7.
And if I
That's
understand
hilarious.
correctly, they found no passports on the ground anywhere near.
Well, there's your
So-
problem.
Yeah, there's the problem. There's no passport.
They
Natural
weren't getting
disaster.
Any information about Hillary?
Ah, man.
There was no
apparently they're
information
talking
about Bubba.
They're
No.
Oh,
apparently
here
making
this is for Kiv's Crypto. We have the meme asylum stuff. I don't know. I'm just gonna start throwing stuff up if you guys have
It's all
anything.
great. The stock market is huge. It's going up every day, and no one cares about the stock market
Man,
No.
the stock
because
market.
they can't make their
I
credit
mean,
card.
literally, people
Right,
say
because
that,
it's
right?
an up
but
machine.
literally, it's a scam. Like, okay, we're gonna play. We're gonna
it's
play
not machine. It's a
services that will
joke.
kill. That will basically kill people, and the only way out of them is a 401k, so that we can make sure that they pump our bags constantly.
Right, and they figured out a lever that makes the stock machine go up. And so they push the gas on that machine, and then cheer as this false signal propagates through their stupid system.
So fake.
How long
such a
until they
joke.
nationalize 401ks? That's what I want to know.
Oh,
I know
yeah,
it's coming.
They're already pretty much nationalized.
It's coming. It is coming.
Yep.
They're already gated pretty heavily from the taxation standpoint. I don't see how you nationalize them any further.
If you
Theoretically,
if you go to the Mar-a-Lago Accords, remember the dollar's got to come down substantially. It's got to come down another 10, 15, 20%. And inflation's got to go up even higher to wipe out the debt. So
was that part of the Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac going public?
Yeah, part of it. But that's actually a way to hide some of the debt, I think.
So if that's the case, and the dollar has pretty much dwindled to 3% of its value in the last 100 years, and that would mean that another 10% is in the negative. It's it's literally not worth anything.
Well, it's essentially when you want to put it.
Well, it's going to get closer and closer. It's an infinite chain of elephants, right?
3%, though, Zach.
Yeah.
So say 20% of that 3%, but
it'll approach zero indefinitely, though, the way they've got it worked.
Yeah, if let's just pick a number. Let's say that you owe $200,000 on your home, and inflation gets so radical
73.
that and then now your income, maybe your paycheck is $100,000 a month. Well, see, you're going to be able to pay off that home, hopefully, much faster because of the difference in its value.
Because it's fixed.
Right, because it's a fixed dollar amount that's still owned to the bank,
assuming that wages rise equivalent to
that's the
inflation.
Idea here.
That's the general idea.
That's the idea here, to be able to deflate the dollar and also to force us to start buying internally and not buying from China or wherever. And create more manufacturing. The problem is that manufacturing time to ramp up the manufacturing is going to happen too slow with the fast collapse of the dollar to try to wipe out the debt. And then there's the play of, let's just mark up gold to $40,000, $50,000 an ounce, $60,000 an ounce, and revalue the gold in Fort Knox or the holdings that we have, or if it's true
allegedly,
assuming there's anything there.
And so then that way, it cuts the debt in half, essentially.
It's there. It's just not ours. It's been already sold off.
Europe doesn't have that capability, though. So Europe has to force a war to try to eliminate their.
They won't even let us look.
Speaking of,
and it may not be there, but at the same time, I'm gonna say it probably is. There's probably gold in Fort Knox.
If it's there, it probably just isn't our right to look at it.
Yeah,
you all hear that,
exactly. There's no right for us to look. It's not ours. It's not even.
We can't inspect at this point because we can't open the vaults. It doesn't belong to us.
Yeah, it's like let's say to throw in an example. Let's just say it's a percentage of that gold in Fort Knox is owned by China. A percentage might be Russia. A percentage might be private investors.
It's probably been rehypothecated thousands of times.
There's the point,
exactly.
Great. That's right.
So we probably do have the gold. But
one bar is owned 20, 30, 50, 100 times over.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
It's just so encumbered that sneezing on it causes a risk event.
Exactly.
Okay. But anyway, I think there's a lot of pain ahead, Tighten up your belts.
Apparently, China
Yeah.
has been stacking
Well,
a lot of resources.
I think there's a way
lately.
out, though. The way out is for people to build.
China has.
It really
Go
is.
on, Andrew.
Parallel systems don't have to be like paltry compared to what modernity has to offer. We can build a rich world without any of their systems.
That's
Yes.
what Romania did, and did very successfully.
Yep.
Their parallel systems became more efficient than the government ones.
Does that include the impaling?
No, that's
If we want
If
to.
only, man.
Vlad joke.
what was
Yeah.
his name? Vincescu. What was it?
Ceausescu.
I forget. I know who you talk. Yeah.
Ceausescu.
hmm
Crazy.
I just had to slide in the Vlad joke. What about China there, Andrew?
Well, that apparently they're stacking massive amounts of resources, and they've got like 3 to 4 months worth for standby. I don't know what they're going to do. There's speculation that they're trying to front about maybe an invasion of Taiwan, but I don't really think it's going to happen. That's just one of the.
My take on the
One of
whole
the-
Taiwan thing is it's not going. They don't need to invade because they've already
Mhm.
sent so much money over there and bribed their parliament that only the prime minister is holding it back. Basically, the politicians that have been elected have been bribed by the CCP and are more pro. So they're going to be able to do it without firing a shot. It'll be cheaper.
Well,
Same with South
apparently-
Korea, with North Korea, and be backed by China.
Well, I'll tell you guys all right now, if China or Russia or even dare say North Korea were to take over Washington D.C., we would all be better off than we are right now. As sad as that is, I think that's actually the truth. Now, for various reasons, obvious reasons, probably.
They would just hold they would hold significant geopolitical influence, but I don't think anything would really change. I think they just.
I don't know. I think we'd be freer than we are right now.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the thing. Yeah, I think that and the reason I even bring that up is that all of the fear mongering about China taking Taiwan is like, who gives a shit?
They're not. There's
Yeah,
a tiny island, like literally, like maybe 50
How about
miles.
Russia taking Ukraine? Who gives a shit, right?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit, right? Or Iran taking over Israel? Who gives a shit, right? So
it's not really
that's the
real
whole,
to
that's the
hear.
whole damn thing. They want it's like, oh, we can't have this. We can't have this. Fuck you.
There's a little tiny,
not really real to
tiny
hear, is it?
island
Holy
that's
site.
like less than 50 miles off of the mainland of China that's owned by Taiwan, and it's been there since they escaped the Civil War, right?
Yep.
And they would take that over before they actually took they would take that over before they would try to even move on the actual island of Taiwan. And
before they
they're
invaded
afraid
Formosa.
they're afraid of even moving on that, so they're not going to actually invade Taiwan.
Yeah, until we're
they're more afraid of the implications of. I mean, it's existential. They know that if they invade the island of Formosa, Taiwan, then the United States is going to join and its allies, and it's going to go nuclear. And China doesn't want that. Surprisingly enough, China doesn't want that. We might.
There's rumors that
they don't want starvation. That's what they don't want.
Yeah,
Taiwan is their last chip that they can play in order to maintain legitimacy, because they can't deliver forever on improving the quality of life of the people in China.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if the U.S. wants to go to war, then all they have to do is do something to that tiny island and blame China, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a history there.
U.S. is liberty, right?
There is
It's
a history.
true, actually. There is.
It's like every war starts with a false flag.
USS Liberty. Lusitania.
Yep.
Remember the Maine.
Yeah.
The USS Maine. Yeah.
Also a fabulous drink, by the way.
So.
Joe, can you bring up Lisa's link in the private chat with Paul Gold Eagle?
Let me see.
It's a good conversation to have about Bitcoins. It's where a blockchain show.
The second one in there, by the way, is that personal hole cover getting shot into space. It's fantastic.
This one. This one right here. Okay.
They get
Oh,
anybody
the
stuck
white
by St.
killing
Vincent
me.
Hall.
Just kidding you. I'm messing with you. Joe.
Oh, well, okay. Let's see here. Can I change
That's
my
all right,
settings?
that's all
to,
right,
I
I'm
don't know,
just
whatever.
messing with you.
It says browser, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Baby trafficking going. Oh, this is. I mean, I will say this too, because that Joy Ito from MIT. God bless the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Anytime I bring it up, somebody's like, "But it's MIT and it's great stuff." And I'm like, "Dude, there's so much corruption there." They had the they did
MIT
they were responsible for a lot
single-handedly
of the stuff
lynched
that happened
Aaron
with Aaron
Schwartz.
Schwartz
I'm
back in the
sorry,
day.
but
Yeah.
they have no. Yeah.
And then and that's when I got a lot of hatred on what's the Y Combinator
Screw them, man.
discussion forum. Yeah. Anyway, and now we find out that Joy Ito at MIT took all this money from Jeffrey Epstein, hired Gary Gensler, gave him a name so that all of God bless crypto wanted Gary Gensler to come in. It's like, no, he had a crypto class at MIT. He's the guy for us.
His crypto class is so revealing, by the way. Anyone
Fucking
wants to find out
idiot.
why he was the worst person on earth, just watch
But
it.
it's what you get when people are pushing, those fucking clowns with yellow pants and shit, walking around tearing up $100 bills because Bitcoin is so important. It's just
This is correct. They don't.
Ridiculous. Anyway, yeah. And so we found out that Epstein was heavily involved. And by the way, not the thing that needs to be said is not in the early days of crypto or in Bitcoin. It was essentially the fork when they had the big block, small block debate. Epstein's money came in. Why? Because they wanted to be able to control and keep it controllable, Bitcoin itself. So,
well, this is
right. Yeah, the idea was essentially anchor it to U.S. Treasuries.
Yep,
which they've successfully done.
Institutional adoption. Yay!
This is the kind of kayfabe, right? Because they're bringing his name into it. Now they can have an excuse to say, well, if he was involved in this, what about all these other things that behind the scenes?
Yep.
You don't have to don't believe us. We've released all the evidence so far. This
actually, that's a pretty good one. He funded lots of real estate projects too. Sell your house.
Yeah.
That is actually a fair point.
Pena, I remember that guy
wasn't just to sell Bitcoin. The main point of this was to show that it really was a corrupt initiative when they pushed the small blocks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
So
for sure. That kind of goes without that was pretty much already made painfully obvious by Roger Ver's book.
Yep. Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, Aaron Day's new video, music video, wow, that's really good. Love the lyrics.
It was very good.
Shout out to Aaron.
Aaron's awesome. Yeah, there's some other stuff I posted recently is really, really awesome. But I
threw up a picture real quick to show where that little tiny island is I was talking about earlier. If you want
Sure. Where is he?
It's literally right off the coast of Formosa.
Oh, here it is.
See that?
Taiwan, history Taiwan, and
actually,
what do you call it?
I take that
literally right there on
there on China.
Yeah, wow.
So that's why I say.
Does anyone else feel that
they're not going to invade there? They're not going to go for the main island.
We wouldn't have one.
Yeah,
we really wouldn't. We honestly really wouldn't.
Wouldn't have
There's no fight.
If we didn't decide ourselves to pick a fight with China, we wouldn't have a fight with China.
No, and not if we didn't.
I mean, all we had to do.
The only thing you'd have is the spying and stuff. And
the theft of intellectual property. Yeah,
I mean, all we had to do.
Right, but that's like stuff our corporations do too. We just don't.
Well, it's stuff Israel does all the time. Yet somehow they're our greatest allies. So it's total BS. That's the reason.
Actually, we do use the government to do it. Screw that. We actually do in fact use the government.
It would collapse Walmart and Amazon, Temu. All the shit we buy is from China.
Yeah, but
the fact of the matter is like.
They buy a lot of design patterns from us for this shit too. Like we actually design a lot of the crap.
We don't have to have an adversary in China. In fact, China would have collapsed upon itself. But Nixon and his administration decided to throw an olive branch, recognize the People's Republic of China.
Who in Nixon's administration?
Nixon.
I know.
Yeah,
who in Nixon's
Kissinger.
administration? Kissinger. Oh, I wonder why. Yeah. I wonder why.
I feel like we fear China because we're smuggling in labor theory of value.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Problem.
there's cheap labor elsewhere. In fact, I even think the thing is, you might have rivalries with any of these countries that want to move up, right? The thing to note that I notice though is how does China treat its citizens, right? I would say heavily China treats its citizens better than we treat ours. Yeah,
You give
no,
and
I
you
think they
get.
do.
You give and you get. There's
I still think-
advantages.
Weaker
Yeah,
man.
you give and you get over here too. You can't even.
I feel like you should live there for a while before you say something like that.
The Uyghurs disagree with you.
Okay.
Well,
yeah,
before
the
TikTok
Uyghurs
was
are-
taken over
yeah.
by the U.S.,
Same with the
you
Mongolians.
got a better picture of
Same
how it
with the
was
Tibetans.
to live like in China, and especially when that point was
I would
when
still say it.
because in the rural areas and that kind of thing, that whole social credit thing isn't as broadly scoped and that rooted in rural China.
Like in China, I would have
I
had to
will-
fill out forms to get an approval to move to where I just moved. You know, like
I
that
will
would have been-
agree with Joe
Or
on one
you could
thing.
probably just do it and then nobody would give a shit. I'm almost guaranteed.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I would agree with
I would say same
with
in
Joe on
Europe.
one thing. The
Yeah.
Hans, the Han peoples have probably a little bit more rights in China than everybody else.
There
Yeah,
you
Not
go.
to
and that's
say
what
that
I'm
it's
talking about. It's like I'm
yeah,
talking about
so-
their people. I'm not talking about foreigners in China. I'm talking about
Uyghurs.
people.
Right. Well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's probably
Yeah.
true.
I mean, like they actually care for their people, and you could say the same
Right.
way about
Their
Japan.
people.
How about
Very
this-
narrowly
Yeah.
circumscribed their people. Right.
Yeah.
How about
Did you
this
see-
concept? You buy your home and you pay sales tax and you never pay property tax.
That's
Cool.
But then again, is that really different from our elite
What?
not
getting
really.
special
We're paying
treatment?
property tax here.
Mhm.
So you
Right,
never
but they're-
own
but they're
anything.
buying, but
here.
they're
You
buying
have
it with nonprofits, right?
What's that?
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
Our elites are buying all this stuff with nonprofits for themselves.
Basically, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and BlackRock buying properties.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, there's a Blackstone.
Using
there's a
cor-
Black-
It's not all that
Yeah.
different when
Using,
you look
using
at
the corporate
the,
entity.
the hierarchy structure. Just if you go one is
It's-
party and the other
it's
is
the same-
the other is just like
Capitalism
cathedral.
is a BS. All is BS psyop. It's not. There's no free market. It is
yeah.
failing.
If there's
Well,
no-
if there was, yeah,
There you go,
if there was
Joe.
a free
Not
market,
produce
it'd be
not a
local.
free
better
market.
products. Yeah.
If,
Yeah.
So,
if it's not a free market, Joe, it's not capitalism.
yeah, I don't
Right,
know.
not
I
a
mean,
free market in
that's all.
capital.
That's all semantics. So
Like, when was the
it
last
doesn't
time
matter.
we had
I think
what
it
we
is,
have
yeah,
right
yeah,
now
that's
is generally
semantics.
so. What we have is what I'm talking about. Whether you want to call it capitalism or not, okay, it's crony capitalism.
It's not.
I don't give a shit. It's
Yeah, it's crony
it's all
capitalism.
BS. Well, is capitalism really the thing? No, we want free markets. I don't care if it's
Well,
capital.
we want free markets in capital to mean
Adam
capitalism.
Smith or any of that.
I want-
wanna know.
I want
Free
free
market.
market to determine or provide a better option for governance. How's that one?
Yeah, see, why not?
Government
Why
needs
hasn't it done that?
needs a competitor.
It does.
Yep.
Everything that we want to be good needs a competitor, really.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Oh,
all
and,
true.
and for everyone
Anyway.
watching and listening, I love my government.
I
I'm
don't
waiting
fuck
for the
my
collapse.
government.
Join me in waiting for the collapse. Buy the popcorn.
I care deeply about my country and my countrymen. I could give a shit about the state.
Nation.
I don't either. I really
Nation.
don't either.
Yeah.
Did you hear
the
that Dalai
government is-
Lama was on the CIA payroll?
Well, he was also tonguing little boys, wasn't he? So, like, yeah, I think so. How do you think he got on the
Connection.
CIA payroll?
Right.
Got him used to that shit somehow.
Yeah.
That's horrible. Evil stuff. All of it is.
Yeah.
Man,
Sad,
the Dalai Lama
Oh, no kidding.
is by the way, CIA, you mean Mossad payroll? Because it's all the same freaking thing. And I guarantee
Right.
Mossad had more of
Bingo.
a handle on him than CIA did. But
But the CIA was a precursor to Mossad, though, right?
I don't even freaking know. Who knows? It's
Yeah.
all,
It's just
yeah.
a newsletter for the president, nothing else.
yeah.
Hmm.
And I guess
Yeah.
so.
That's what it was supposed to be.
Was it what the CIA was created in 47 and Mossad was
47.
created in 48, 49?
Yeah.
49.
Same model,
They're all
yeah.
connected. They are all connected.
Well, the same template,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's the
truth
same
be
design
told,
mafia.
you
for
could
the same
From
kind of
the
agency.
mafia.
The same thing
You
with
could
Spain.
theor-
You guys talking about Spain? It's like, yeah, why is that? Why is Spain the place that you would never want to touch foot in right now if you are in crypto? It's
Because it's the
controlled
Department
by
of
the
Dirty
same
Tricks
people.
central location.
Yeah.
It's where they're
Crazy.
it's where they're all rocking it out while they wait for Trump to burn out so they can come back here.
Yep. Well, and even that Trump is a freaking psyop. That stuff is so. And I used to be a big. I loved because second
the
to McAfee.
ambassador.
If McAfee could have been president, I'm all there. But 'cause I
McAfee
actually
could not
think
have
he
been
was
president.
real. Trump came in. He was supposed to be
He said some
the
good
holy
things.
hand grenade
The opposite
of the
was
American
blind
people.
man and become
And
impossible.
what has he done? He's pardoning.
Well, he's helping destroy the
pardoning
dollar,
Israeli,
which is what
he's
enslaves us.
pardoning all these
So,
Israelis.
there's
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's.
I don't think
Yes.
he's in charge.
He was genuinely
but
proposing
is
to
he
throw the
destroying
Wyoming
the dollar?
I don't think Trump is in charge.
Is he helping to? Yeah, if he's helping to destroy the dollar to save us and open up a market, or is he destroying the dollar or helping to destroy the dollar to consolidate into something else that's going to enslave us? That's the question.
I don't know. You
Where is
choose.
the balance?
Technocracy.
Where
Yeah,
you
where's
put
the
your
balance?
energy, you choose.
He's waiting.
I don't know. You
Yeah.
just look at what Grok brought in. They brought.
I think it's
Palantir
presiding over an
into
inevitable
every-
decline.
Grok brought Palantir.
I think you
into
can take-
every
yeah.
agency so that they are now ready to take off.
I mean, to piggyback of what Lisa said. I mean, the fact is, regardless of what you think of Trump, and if it's a bad thing or not, you can still take it as a grace, because as everything collapses, you can find parallel systems. So,
Yes.
no, it doesn't.
But I also
doesn't
think
matter.
we go too far if we try too hard to blame the people we throw into the system to fix it for their failure to do so. Because we're really more throwing meat into a meat grinder for morality, where it just takes good people and chews them up, spits them back out, with no change into the system other than the fact that a person who used to be against it is now aligned with it.
Okay. Yeah.
Caffey, the king of shills. Yeah, he used to shill a lot of shit coin.
Yeah.
Still, yeah. All right. Do we have anything else to cover?
What else is going on in the world we should talk about?
I don't know. It's all depressing. Christmas is
There's
coming.
some good news out there.
Christmas.
It hasn't hit yet.
Is there? I don't know if there's any. I don't know. I haven't heard any good
There
news.
is.
Let me
Look
up my recent orders.
because you haven't done that
red
thing that I
heifer.
asked you to do yet.
Red heifers. The red heifers. Did they sacrifice the red heifers?
I don't know.
Started building the
It
temple?
was like cash on delivery. So whatever they did with them after I sold them, I don't know.
Fucking
Your
Texans.
hands are clean now, or your conscience is.
Yeah,
Yep.
they were sold COD. It was shipped COD.
I still can't believe that Texan rancher had sold them. It's like, what the hell, man? It's crazy, crazy shit. Anyway,
Wow.
all right. Let's see.
There is a rabbit hole that I haven't dared to go down, and maybe I should, but someone told me, and it's out there, I know you probably all heard about it, that the amount of hamburgers that have been served through McDonald's doesn't add up to how many cows.
Oh. No, wait a minute.
Thanks,
This
Lon.
is one of those
I've not heard
tropes
this.
where you go through, there's no way that you could cook
That's not terribly
millions of
surprising.
hamburgers in
No,
that
it's
limited
not.
amount of time that there aren't
That's why
enough
they have
ovens.
pink slime, right?
Is that what you're trying to bring in? Is that the
Be a
rabbit hole?
filler.
I don't know. I didn't want to know. I didn't want to know what I had already consumed.
Well, they don't have to cook them all the way through. They don't have to cook them down to the level of ash. That's why it's possible.
My camera cut
true.
off.
I can't believe
There's probably
that.
some
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
No, it really did it because it's a new camera, so it went straight to the computer camera. I'm like, what? Yeah.
Wow.
Pains.
How about Microsoft being slower with every new release? They said that it takes 30 seconds to open the File Explorer for local
Yeah,
files.
but double the amount of RAM used.
And twice the amount of RAM. And somebody made a plugin to cache everything from the data that's already there. So, and it's like, good God, why are you people still using Windows? Hands up, who still has Windows laptop?
I don't
Okay.
know.
I have a
Okay.
computer,
See,
I have a
this-
desktop, but I mean,
Wow.
I've
Mhm.
got Linux. I've got Linux on the other drive. I just never
Okay.
use it.
God bless you halfway.
I don't know
Um,
what I'm using.
I
But,
haven't. My last computer that I had, laptop, had Linux on it, but I just haven't done
Yeah.
it. Haven't
Yeah.
switched drives yet.
Man,
I need
fun.
to
And
do
who
that.
uses a Mac on screen? All right.
Oh yeah,
And so
it's
and so
actually
you
a
guys,
hack.
you guys are
It's a
both still
Hackintosh Mac
controlled.
though.
You guys are
It's a
still both-
Hackintosh Mac. Mine's a 2014 Intel that's running the Hackintosh software to be on the latest OS. So it probably doesn't comply with many of their databases.
Yeah, well, I
Probably
mean,
not.
there's good. That's interesting on many fronts, but you're still slave.
I've got noise in their system though.
the
They don't understand
zombie.
my machine.
Zombie.
You're the
Steve
last
Jobs.
survivor with that machine, Greg. So now it's easy for them to dox you,
That's probably true.
find you out
Probably.
there.
I'm Linux all the way. Everything Linux. So just take note of that. When everything falls apart, I'm gonna still be I'm gonna be here alone. So you guys just be ready.
It's okay. I know how to run Linux
It's
too,
your-
man. I'll be back
it's your-
online.
Yeah, get your
I'll be
your
back,
Linux thumb drive ready. You can just just boot into your thumb drive and show up when everything else falls apart.
Mm.
Well, I'll be connecting over DS Linux, not
I-
Amazon Linux.
A whole bunch
I-
of comments. I missed a bunch of comments.
Yeah, I've been putting them up on the screen, by the way.
Okay.
By the way, right now there's some really angry sunspots, shall we say, or really gnarly looking
Interesting.
sunspots on the sun. And size-wise, if you grouped them all together, they'd be about the size of the Carrington sunspot. It was
Really?
documented.
Interesting.
So yeah, and they're within, I think, if I remember correctly, 10 hours, 12 hours to be Earth facing. So we got a few days here that a little nervous. I'm just a little nervous. So
Well, with the
Stack
full
your
moon
water.
tonight,
what's that?
with the full moon tonight,
Well,
that
the
would-
full moon will add to the earthquake phenomenon. So
Mm.
expect
Ah.
some earthquakes with
What
the
about
full
volcanoes?
moon. We got a
So
solar, wind from a yeah. There's some
Here's
some
so
potentiality.
I
for
shouldn't
some
go to
ugly
Texas. Damn.
earthquakes.
yeah.
But
I have family.
watch your electronics.
too, so I have like these weird. I don't want to. Let's see here.
Mhm.
Don't fly on an Airbus. Just kidding.
Let me see if I can find this video. If you guys saw, no, damn it, no. Man, you can't find anything anymore.
Have you seen Sasha Hodder talking about? I guess you guys probably would know more about what's going on with this, but they're saying that like Bitcoin is bad or corrupt because it holds CSAM.
Oh,
But then they're saying, well, it's not, or it's been hidden in it or something. And
Yeah,
so
that's what the
it's been taken
Bitcoin
down.
not thing is all about. Is that they're
What
trying
did
to
you
use
say,
that
Andrew? I'm
excuse to
sorry.
that's what the Bitcoin knots debate is all about. They're trying to use that as a way to filter, justify taking down the network.
Taking down the
Oh,
network.
good.
And my
Huh.
comment was, well, so then, I mean, if we know about these Epstein accounts and JP Morgan, Chase, and all of this, why wouldn't, if it's about, a tool being used for evil, why wouldn't why wouldn't another tool that was used for evil be held accountable? And that's where like the Tornado Cash thing, Greg kind of turned me on to that fight. And I'm thinking, well, if they were so easily ready to vilify Tornado Cash, why doesn't the federal dollar or the central banks have the same kind of accountability?
Yeah, because
That's
they're
exactly right.
It's because they're talking past each other.
yeah.
I
AWS
think it
should
might
be
be
responsible
harder
for
to come
crimes
down
from
to that.
Microsoft.
Might be a bigger,
Right.
you might be looking at a surface area that at least
Okay.
the close examination.
All right. There's
Why
a space
isn't
on
that
X that I have to be on
accountability there is a good
in
question.
20. So I'm gonna. We have 10 minutes left. So go quick. What do you guys? What's going on this week? Let's start with Zach.
The Legacy Ride is back. We are on one episode a week now. Wednesdays at 5 p.m. live on YouTube and X and Facebook. and then go check out the podcast version of it that goes straight to the podcast after that. So just like and subscribe to us on our channel, and find us on Spotify, Apple if you prefer podcast form, or Spreaker, or wherever. I don't know, give us a follow, give us a download, give us a review.
Yep.
And let's beat this algorithm to get out these messages, these silver linings.
Yep.
That
we
we
have
have.
some really neat stuff, man. We got some neat stuff coming.
So we do. So and go check out yesterday's episode that is out on the Podsphere and YouTube. So we got into a very interesting conversation, and we kind of let it organically go. So I mean, that was what was cool. So
excellent. All right, Andrew, do you have anything to add to that, or
just
stuff?
next week we'll probably go back into Law Zero. So
Law Zero, there is no law. There you go.
Well, Law
great.
Zero and maybe something actually interestingly deeper.
Greg, what else? Is that it?
I stumbled across some interesting physics that coincide with Law Zero that we're unpacking over the course of the next few discussions.
All right, very good, very good. Lisa,
So join us, and also some crazy ass experiment. I build some machines based on these hypothetical physics and see what happens.
okay, I'll move for it.
Well, check out Sean and I's show every Tuesday for Truth Tuesday. We had a great show this week, and I miss him here today. Hopefully he does feel better. And I've got a show coming up with Johnny Litecoin tonight. He is an expert in payments industry and crypto. And so we're going to bring him in and talk about what's going on with things. And then we'll have happy hour every Friday. Everybody's welcome to join us. We have a really active community in the live chat and a great bunch of people that jump in. So joining me there.
Very good. And I'm
You want
trying
me
to find
go?
out.
You can-
Yeah, you go ahead and go. I'm trying to figure out where the space is, so I can tell you guys.
Sure. Check out Meme Asylum. Voting ends in just a few hours. And again, why I got involved in this is because I like the idea that it solves a real problem. It can, the whole pump and dump, that up and down market on the meme side for meme investors, it should smooth it out. And that's, I think, a real need in the crypto world, the crypto space. So that's why I jumped on board. And last but not least, this is what the Carrington sunspot looked like when it took out the electricity way back when. It would have been earth-shattering as it happened now. That was 1868, I think. And those are the sunspots right now that are facing Earth underneath them. So I give you an idea of the size. All right. So prepare. What if there was no electricity? Off to you, Joe.
Yeah, might
We'd have
happen,
peace.
right? Okay, let's see here. It looks like bullish on base is where in about 17 minutes or so we are going to have I guess we're going to be on there for Meme Asylum. So just a few hours, 4 hours left on the voting, and then the minting will happen. We'll have a stream. You'll be able to see it, all of this stuff and unfold and how it all works. It'll be fun. Also, Dracario World, we have, almost a week left on this first season of the Second Age. It's all going really good there, and lots of fun stuff happening. That's all I have. So, see you next week, right? And thanks a bunch, everybody. This was a good show, even though we only had 2
Thanks for
questions.
watching,
It's kind of
guys.
crazy. 2 questions. All right. See you guys
That's
next
how
week.
it goes.
America's not the government, people. The America is you. It is the Grand fucking Canyon, the Rocky Mountains, the deserts of the Southwest, the Pacific fucking Ocean, the Atlantic fucking Ocean. It is the grandest continent. And what the fuck have you people done? You have turned yourself into sheep, every goddamn one of you.
That is it. We're not muted anymore.
No, we're still
Oh,
live.
sweet.